Quantum Break is a story driven game with a star studded cast, especially when you consider it is a video game. It was released back on April 5th, 2016, and received a Metacritic score of 77. Quantum Break was developed by Remedy Entertainment, who also brought us games like the Alan Wake series, Control, and Max Payne. Some of the bigger name actors who star in the game are Sean Ashman, known for his role in X Men as Iceman, Aidan Gillian, who played Littlefinger in Game of Thrones, Patrick Husinger, I believe is how you pronounce it, Husinger, from Gossip Girl, and Lance Riddick played in The Wire, and he's also the voice actor for Zavala in Destiny. And also, there's many other actors who played on True Blood, the TV series, and other smaller roles. So, my first thought coming into this game and seeing all these actors that have been giving a part in the game was this game is probably going to be 95% story driven, and whatever gameplay that happens will probably be bare bones. I imagine the gameplay would be nothing more than a very poorly maintained vehicle used to get you from one cutscene to another, and pretty much that's it. I'm glad to say that I couldn't have been more wrong about that. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't some long, drawn out cutscenes, because there are. But when you do get to actually play the game, it is extremely fun and action packed. Remedy did a great job of not only giving us a fantastic story, but also some top tier action gameplay. Now, without spoiling the game for anyone, I will give a brief overview of the story. Remedy took a lot of inspiration for the story from movies like Interstellar, Inception, The Matrix, Looper, and Back to the Future. Quantum Break is an action adventure game that also comes packaged with a live action TV show bundled in it. As players find collectibles or make decisions in the show, it will change the events of the live action TV show, which is meant to add to the replayability. There are about 40 variations in the TV show that are triggered by those quantum ripples. Quantum Break is set at and around Riverport, where, due to miscalculations by Paul Serene, a time travel experiment goes wrong. Doused in chronon radiation, the materials that make time travel possible, Jack Joyce and Paul Serene are granted time based abilities. For example, both can freeze time and move at higher speeds, whilst a higher dose of chronons means Serene can see into the future to decide which choices to make in the present. And one cool thing about that aspect is when you do get to those decision points, unlike other games to where it's just kind of like maybe a little bit of dialogue and some text and you have to pick, one of the choices laid out for you, Quantum Break actually allows you to see like exactly what would happen for the most part if you make that decision. It gives you like a visual playthrough of it to where you can really see what's going to happen if you make that decision, which I thought was really cool. Additionally, the collapse of the machine damages the structure of time, causing a fracture that sporadically freezes the passage of time for all without time travel abilities or the correct equipment. Joyce and his ally Beth Wilder are subsequently pursued by Monarch Solutions, a corporation founded by Serene. The rules of the story stress that time cannot be changed through travel or actions as per the Novikov self consistency principle. Paul Serene gives an example of trying to save a dead vagrant he and Jack discovered in their youth, only to startle the vagrant and cause the fall that killed him when he goes back in time. Another enforced rule is that travelers can only move between machines located at different times using the same core. As such, it is impossible for the characters to travel back before the first power up of the core, nor will they be able to travel between different time machines as the cores would be different. So, was that confusing? Of course it was, because if you play the game, it will explain it more in depth. So, as to not spoil the story, let's dive into gameplay. Remedy does a great job of putting the player in wide open environments when you have those action moments and gunfights. They also do a great job of balancing the power aspect as well. Each power you have operates on a cooldown, and they never stay on cooldown long, so it gives a good superhero feel to the game. As you encounter other enemies who can also manipulate time, it really starts to ramp up the fun in those gunfights. The controls are done well and they feel good and responsive, so that keeps you feeling in control and can do what you want when you want. Graphics are pretty good, but I would say it shines more so with how you see the effects of time breaking down around you in areas. While the game may not be the prettiest one out there, those time effects on the environment are really freaky and will definitely have you second guessing and asking yourself, did that really just happen? This game takes around 10 hours to beat and around 20 to full out complete it. Right now, Quantum Break is out on Game Pass for the Xbox and PC, so now will be a great time to try it out at no cost if you are a Game Pass subscriber. I will say that this was a great surprise of a game I never thought to play before, and I'm happy I finally did. I would say it is the best story style game I've played, putting it ahead of titles like Alan Wake and Heavy Rain. I hope you all give it a shot, and as always, thanks for supporting the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.